Yippee! We are ready to draw. It's that time of the day. Drawing time. The agonizingly painful. Force yourself to draw time. It's Boots. Hello. Good day. Have you managed to do much more of your character design brief? I know it's been a while. Wrapping up your 3-year work contract. Oh, God. Overseas? Where are you off to? Hello, Dylan. Oh, I'm glad. We do some drawing, we relax. Turkey and then Serbia and Croatia. God. Yeah, plenty to draw. I don't know. I don't know what I'm drawing. Silly faces. Very silly faces. Map crunches are good. Map crunches are always good. I need to make a new YouTube video. I tried recording, well, I did a stream yesterday where we did a whole thing, but I didn't really like the outcome very much. And so I think today I'm going to do it again. And we're going to see how good that looks. I'm just a bit rusty when it comes to the old painting. You know, I've been doing almost exclusively drawing the whole time. It's all about that method that it's kind of the ethos of the module that you did with me, the Mastering Study one. It's the Ship of Theseus method, which I've not heard anyone else coin, and so I'm gonna go ahead and claim that that's my term. Obviously the Ship of Theseus is not my term, but the Ship of Theseus method, I'm quite pleased to say I haven't seen anyone else coin, but maybe they haven't coined it because it's an inconsequential term. So we'll see. Oh, I'm glad. I'd, if I were you, I would work in a little bit of technical drawing as well. Am I right in thinking you've just graduated? Or you're having your graduation, or are you in the year below? How far through my drawing? You are, yeah. Okay. How far through the checklist? I am. We did 100 hooved animals. Then we did 100 insects. Then we did 100 birds. And now we're on 100 amphibians / reptiles. So anything from like frogs to axolotls to alligators. To Komodo dragons we did yesterday, which is cool. I'm excited to eventually get past animals, but there are so many animals that I feel like it's actually been quite useful to dive into a load of them. Yeah, I definitely revisit technical drawing. If you're just graduating, you're the year that's never ever had technical drawing as a module. And so I think it would be beneficial. I think it's the more drawing I do, the more I realize it's kind of the lifeblood of like design, and everything else is just getting that appealing ratios and stuff. One digital study a day, one sketchbook page a day, and one live stream session a week. That seems very, very solid to me. Whew. Hello, Sophie. Thank you, thank you. I'm hopefully going to be coming to the maybe Leeds Armory one. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, I've got to decide what animal I'm studying today. Lizards. We've got choices, we've got... I did a couple of pages traditionally of like turtles. But I'm debating doing them digitally because I only did them traditionally. I did a couple of pages of frogs traditionally as well. But there's other stuff like salamanders and axolotls and olms that we could maybe do. I think I'm gonna do some kind of like frilled lizard. I think that'd be cool. I'll be teaching one of the master's modules, yeah. I'll be writing one of the master's modules. That's, yeah, new layer. Okay. all the blue stuff. They're all from imagination. Oh, they're warm-ups. Maybe a bit small. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, the Peter Hand stuff is wonderful. Really, really wonderful. Yeah. I just there's so much power in just these like simple forms and hatching them in the correct direction. Making this guy maybe considerably chunkier than he should be. Recommendations for things to study. Yeah, I mean, we just mentioned Peter Han. Poor fella's in hospital at the moment, isn't he? Got something up with his eye. Or he's got, I think, is it Stephen Fisher's or Miller Fisher's syndrome or something? I can't remember. But it effectively has damaged his eyesight, his optical nerves. Oh, bats! I was going to study bats. Because as soon as I study bats, I can start making effectively dragons. That's what I was going to do. I remember now. God, it's gotta be, hasn't it? I mean, I'll show you. I think you might have already seen them in that server, but for everyone else, here was the Komodo dragon page. Here was the crocs and alligators and stuff. Cats, yeah, cats might be pretty good to for dragons. I'm not sure exactly what happened to Nathan Fowlkes' eyes, actually. Maybe it was something similar. Weird lizards. Weird lizards. Shinglebacks. I have no idea what a shingleback is, but we will Google it. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, they're so cute. We'll study them. Yeah, I guess the sort of movement part of it, that makes a lot of sense. Just trying to think how this front bit would logically... something like that. But I've made its eyes way too. They should face sideways like that. There you go. There's two. This is feathers. Thorny devils, yeah. A nice cup of tea is probably a great call here. For sure. There's few things in this world that aren't solved by a nice cup of tea. I'm in agony at the moment because I'm meant to be dieting, and my fiance's nan for my birthday bought me 10 packets of chocolate hobnobs, and they just sat there and I can't eat any of them. It's painful. I've been debating binning them just to remove them from the house, but that just feels like a crime in itself, you know? so I'm stuck. I'm somewhat stuck. Yeah, just for my health. Hello, Schemoboo or Schemoboo or Bew, Schemoboo. I'll figure it out. Yeah, healthy body, healthy mind. That thing. I have genuinely found that so far the improvements that I've managed to make to my health have made me feel more productive, and I've been able to sustain like drawing for longer. My concentration is better. Hello, I'm okay. I'm doing well. We're drawing lizards. Little fun frilled lizards. We need to draw one with its frill open, really. That's okay. That's perfectly okay. Pavlov's dog myself with hobnobs. Every hobnob is something like 72 calories, which means an entire packet of hobnob is like, it's a stupid amount. And the danger is, you know, I'm sure I could just eat 1 or 2 hobnobs a day, but as soon as that packet's open, that's a whole new... You know, it's one thing to restrain yourself from opening a packet, but as soon as there is an open packet around, that's another ball game that I'm not willing to entertain. Yeah, I've been going to the gym as well, and honestly, it's so nice because it's almost like, I don't know, it's. I'm gonna compare myself to a dog. It's almost like walking a dog and like getting its energy out on something so that it relaxes and behaves itself. And so like usually if I were to sit here and try and force myself to draw, I might struggle to concentrate for more than an hour. But if I've gone and done like a hefty gym session, I don't have the energy to distract myself, if that makes sense. I'm not sat here like itching to do something and spend my energy on something and my, you know, kicking my legs about. I'm just happy to sit down and relax and do something for a lot longer, which is nice. How often do I draw in a day? Anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. Not a whole lot, you know. My job doesn't really require me to draw an awful lot, so most of the drawing I do is in my breaks or on the train to work, or in this case I'm on annual leave, so I'm on holiday at the moment, so I get to draw as much as I like. I could divvy them out into like little tubs. That might be an idea. Are there any subjects you want to draw this year? Yeah, there are a few. I want to get into drawing buildings and sort of rooms and things. I've literally got a list of things that need drawing, and we're working our way through every animal in the world right now. So we did hooved mammals, then insects, then birds, and now we're on like reptiles and amphibians. Do humans count? Oh, we've done a bunch of humans. We've done tons of humans. Let me bring up. Where are humans? I mean, this is. I've got so many of the layers on this one document that here are a lot of the birds, but like we do like bird-inspired people as well, which is kind of interesting. And then I have a few pages where I'm just drawing humans from my imagination, from like as many different angles as I can come up with. And I've not done that in a while. I should do more of that. More birds, more birds, more birds, more people from imagination. Those are like humans inspired by the shapes of pigeons, like British pigeon fighter pilots and stuff, which I think is really interesting. Then we've got cassowaries. Then I just tried to like see how much I could remember by drawing a bunch of different animals all on the same perspective plane, basically. I like all of them other than this owl. I really hate this owl. More humans from imagination. More humans. More humans. That is for that's for a commission-y thing. Then we did more, people the other day. And then it was sea turtles, crocodiles and alligators, Komodo dragons. And now, today, which is like frilled lizards, which I think are really cool. Shoulders and back more. Finding it harder to work from the tiredness. Yeah, a lot of the gym stuff I'm doing is, it's just cardio. I'm just trying to lose weight. I do find that when I do a big push on like arms or shoulders or whatever else, that you are pretty tired, which makes it difficult to draw. But when it's just cardio, it's like it's a kind of tiredness where I'm not really aching very much. You find that your core recovers quite well. I should make an art book. I'd really love to. I wouldn't even know where to start. I would imagine that like a prerequisite of publishing an art book is that you can, I don't know, prove that there's an audience for it or something. And I don't think there is, at least at the moment. I have a pretty meager audience size. I don't know if people would be willing to buy an art book. And that's okay. That's okay. This blobby shape is going to be a frilled lizard's neck. Do I have a favorite art book? You'd have to split it up into. I have a favorite instructional art book, which is The Practice and Science of Drawing by Harold Speed. It's a funny one because it's all just writing, but but I find it, because I teach drawing, and I found it was a very useful way to understand and like unpack and talk about drawing in a more interesting way. And then my favorite art book, as in Art of an Artist, is it's just one of the Kim Jung-gi ones. I own a few of the Kim Jung-gi ones, and it's impossible not to have them be your favorite, because they're jam-packed, and just every page is a little treat for your eyes, and they're so inspirational. If you're ever sort of feeling a bit down and like, oh, I need to do some drawing, just leaf through any of the Kim Jung-gi books, and you'll for me anyway, I know a lot of people sort of see some of this stuff and they get sort of depressed because they're sad about how good it is, but for me, I look at it and it just lights a fire under my arse, and I go, oh my god, I need to work harder. Oh god, I need to draw more. Yeah, I post some of them on Instagram. I mean, my issue with Instagram is that the cropping is so utterly and completely naff that I would have to go through and resave all of these images just for the purpose of putting them on Instagram. Which, to be fair, is a small price to pay, right? But I find it difficult to justify putting any effort into a lot of social media stuff. It just feels like gambling to me, and I don't like gambling. Like, why sink your time into something that could maybe pay off if you're very lucky, when you could just sink your time into stuff that's guaranteed to improve your, I guess, standard of living. Even if it's at a slightly slower pace. You could, yeah. But like, even the way that Instagram cropping seems to work, because I've tried to post a couple of these, is that the even the zoomed out version, it like can't, it just can't post. It seems to crop it because it's a halfway between their widest aspect ratio and their narrowest aspect ratio, and Instagram really seems to hate it. I don't know if it's something to do with the fact that I'm posting from PC as well, maybe. But I should, yes. I should make a bigger deal of them. If I'm already putting the time and effort into making them in the first place, I should sort of try and stretch that a little bit further, you know? Line camera to make it square. Yeah, that could work. I mean, I could just import them all into Photoshop. In fact, I could probably make a Photoshop action that crops out into a square and has like a black border around it, and then I could just run the Photoshop action and it would auto save all the images as well. Maybe I'll do that. It does seem silly to put the work in and not put it somewhere. I will agree. Okay, well there's a silly looking frilled lizard. Could he be flipped? Yeah, he could. That's he's yelling. He's yelling. Let's put him down here. Big sort of parachute looking fella. That's fun. That's funny. You've had some trouble getting your visual library to stick with you. Do I often revisit things I've studied before? Yeah, all the time. So, let's look. So this is a page where I like to do these pages from now and then. And this exact pose of this tapir is one that I drew at the zoo a couple of weeks ago. And I will just sit down and challenge myself to sort of see how much I can remember. Same thing like these elephants and giraffes and stuff. They're all from memory just based on what I saw at the zoo. And then like this warm-up for this page has a horse on. And that horse head is from memory based on like all the horse studies that I did ages and ages ago. So I'm sort of bringing up old studies now and then to try and remember all of them. Even some of these poses for like the human body pages are very much inspired by drawings I've done in like life drawing sessions. So like sat poses with arms at specific angles and whatever else. Like that is something I've seen in a life drawing session, I'm sure. And so I'm always trying to recall information as much as I can. And whenever I do these pages of like animals and stuff, whenever I get a train to work, I sit and I just try and remember how much of that information I can, however much. Which I think is fun, very fun. Hello, Indiscretionary. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. It's very kind. I feel like this guy should look meaner. very happy. Nah, we'll leave it at that. That's a funny one. That's a very funny one. Ugh. It's the face that I don't like here. It's a bit better. I feel like one of these feet needs to be firmly planted on the ground. It's just Photoshop. Yeah, it's just Photoshop. I'm trying to get the idea that he's running forwards, but let's see. Big silly umbrella head. Hello, Horik. Yeah, yeah, it does look a bit like a guilty dog, doesn't it? Oh, well, I'm not drawing them all without ref. So, every page will have one, or sometimes two reference drawings. So, this one's from ref, and the head of this one is from ref. And then the rest of it is kind of like figuring it out from that information. So, same thing here. This one is from ref. I think this one is also from ref, so these two. And then the rest of the page is me sort of taking that information and going, how can I remix it and like rotate it in my head and figure out how it would look from different angles, basically. And I find that this is the best way to build your visual library and commit information to memory. So this one is from ref down here, and then the rest are from my imagination. But like all of the information I need is in this one reference drawing, and that's all I need to then rotate it and figure it out from different angles. And it is difficult. It's quite a big puzzle, but it really pays off, that puzzle, I think. And you get better at it the longer you do it for. So let me bring up like the first page of these that I did, and it was with deer. Here you are. And you can see how like nervous my lines are, and I was really struggling to rotate it in my head. I started breaking it down into a mannequin and then drawing the mannequin from different angles and then drawing the deer on top, and like I'm still not quite understanding how a lot of this stuff's working. It's very, very nervous, yeah, compared with just some of this more recent stuff. So the exercise itself makes you better at the exercise, which is, I guess, true for most things. It also makes you quicker. Like I'm managing to draw these a lot faster than I would otherwise be able to do. I wonder if its big head is big enough to be used as like actually like a parachute. It might not be realistic, but it is amusing. And that counts for something. You're the third person to ask me that this stream, Mantis. I'd love to. I really would love to make a book. I just don't. I'm not sure how I would advertise it, or whether or not there would be any people buying it. And so it's a lot of effort to go through to publish a book. You want some kind of guarantee that you're not going to release it and then no one's going to touch the thing, right? Maybe that's naive of me. Maybe you'll never get a guarantee of that sort of thing, but yeah, I like him. I imagine that he sort of sits there and but like, what if his little head is rotated normally and he just sits there in the rain with his big umbrella head up? That could be cute. I'm still really unhappy with this. That's better. I still don't like it, but it's better. Yeah, poor fella. A digital book? Yeah, I could just make a PDF. I'd feel really bad making people pay for a PDF. You can just find my work for free. I do want to make an instructional book which would have more information in. What do you think of this? It's a frilled lizard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Those are very cute.
They're quite cute little fellas, really.
Yeah, they're cute.
But I'm gonna colour them in now, as is tradition. They'll all be sandy colours, I think.
How long have you been streaming for?
An hour and a half. But this is the end. This is the end of the stream.
Oh, okay.
I think this is the fun bit where we get to colour in, basically. Yeah, I've got a YouTube video I want to make before I even think about making a book. It's just insane. I would like to eventually, though. I think that'd be cool. That's... And then we'll fill in some corners with some more. Okay, we'll call it there. Bye bye stream, thank you for joining. I may or may not stream later to do some painting, but there's our daily drawings done at least, so we can be proud of the fact we've achieved something today. So thanks for joining. Bye bye.